Hello and welcome. Once again, we're back in Power Wash because guess what? New stuff dropped. That's right, it's time to deal with Shinra and their other stupid stuff. Because obviously, those terrible eco-terrorists, they came in, they made a mess of things, and poor Shinra Corps, we're just going to have to help them out, as a favor to the wonderful Earth-saving corporation Shinra. So let's go. On behalf of everyone at Shinra, I'd like to welcome you to Midgar. Could not have been easy to come all the way out here, so your presence is much appreciated. To raise our morale, we're opening an exhibit to celebrate the long and varied history of our fair city's motor industry. Two of its key pieces, however, emerged in storage from, let's just say, less than pristine condition. If they're to take center stage of the exhibition, they must be spotless. That's me! I make things spotless! Let's do it! There's a car, and there's another car, and there's a dirty. Hi, Doom. We're trying out the new stuff in Power Wash. It's time for the Final Fantasy area. Oh, look at that! It's a truck. It's a hauler. It says. Oh, neat. And then here's a cool motorcycle, but it looks like crap. Because some blonde-haired jerkwad drove it all over town. So we're going to fix things. Yeah. Let's get equipped with some good stuff. And let's get going. As you're new to Midgar, let me say a few words in the way of introduction. Okay, say the words. Motorcycle. I'm the Director of Urban Planning, responsible for the design of the entire city, including its art, the Shinra building, in which you're currently working. Oh, neat. An architect. Basically, yay. I like that they let me use Bluetooth water here inside the building. Yeah, I don't know who Reeve is. I have never played Final Fantasy VII. I've played Final Fantasy 11 a little bit, and a little tiny bit of Final Fantasy 14 years ago. I haven't played Final Fantasy 7. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm just here with a power washer and a dream. That's all I got going for me. I know who Cloud is. He's stupid. And he's blonde. Mostly he's stupid. Apparently he looks good in a dress too. Oh, and Sephiroth. That's the long-haired guy. They control cats? What are they, Petco? Wow, this thing's got dirt in a lot of angles. This will be tricky to finish cleaning. Yeah, Cat Sith. The Kitties. An organization run by the lauded President Shinra, split into 5 divisions. Urban planning, space and aeronautics, advanced weaponry, research and develop, and public security. Yeah, everybody's gotta get into weapons development. The military pays a lot of money. It puts food on the table. I understand. It's shitty though, but what are you gonna do? Kate Sit is the name of a cat. It is Irish, if I remember right. It's a kitty spirit. Now, I only really know that from not Persona, Shin Megami Tensei. That's the one. Persona is the fun version. Shin Megami Tensei is the try-hard version. It's funny because I played the MMO of Shin Megami Tensei. None of the other games, just the MMO. A robot cat? Neat. I feel like that's a poor decision because you've got all the mischief of a cat in a robot body, and that's just gonna go poorly. I mean, it's its own laser pointer. What do you think is gonna happen there? Yay! Yay! Ah, serotonin. There go the dings. It's always when you get on top of things that you get all the rest of the dings. Ooh, that's pretty. Friends? Okay, so we got a little bit of bibs and bobs here. Let's see if we can get up on in there. theater burner. Oh, there's a lot of everything in there, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. That rides a big Moogle. A robot cat on a Moogle. Okay. That just sounds like a good way to get stabbed. Or have your stuff stolen. Or both. Probably both. How come no one ever makes a Mecha Tonberry as their final doomsday weapon? Literally, Tonberries will kill you. They'll just show up and murder your ass. Why not just make that the doomsday weapon? Seems like it'd be more effective. There we go. Let's go get the shitty car. We have this shitty truck. I don't know whose shitty truck this is, but it's a shitty truck. I expected either Heidegger or public security or Professor Hojo research and development to call upon your services at some point as well. Yay! Fine. See, I like those silly green stabbity boys. I think they're fun. As head of public security, Heidegger commands the city's military. Hojo concerns himself with pushing the boundaries of science. I do like science. I do like pushing the boundaries of science. Seems like a good idea to me. Due to the highly secretive nature of their jobs, as well as their personalities, I recommend not making ripples, let alone waves, working for them. Buddy, I got a power washer and a dream. That's about all I'm gonna do is power wash stuff. So if they don't like water, well, they're not a friend of mine. That's about all I do is water. I water this, I water that, I water everything. Done. There we go. This family. All I know is Sephiroth used to be Cloud's friend, and then his mom happened, and he got weird white hair, and then it tried to destroy everybody. Sure. Seems right. Oh, and Cloud wears a dress. Everything's always got to tell me about Cloud wearing a dress. Because that's apparently integral to all things. Mostly I just think it makes him a twink. Up. Oh, new angle. A magic place to spray water from. I feel like there's no such thing as OSHA in the Final Fantasy universe, but with all the stupid shit they do. Yay, more dings. Now, on to the vehicles themselves. Well, I've already been on this vehicle, but yeah, go on. The motorcycle is a Hardy Daytona, highly maneuverable and powered by our company's first V-type DOC engine. Huh, okay. What is DOHC? That sounds like Destroyer of all things. The same uses a small aircraft and does 0 to 60, and I see we've already arrived. Hey, that's a good joke. I like that joke. There we go. Let's get up in there. And let's get under there. Yeah, there's little quiblets here and there. There's always quiblets. Oh yeah, the muffler. That makes sense. It's probably in the muffler. There we go. Tire done. Now what about this fugly truck? I do like the three-wheel design. I've always liked that in the like future vehicles when it's like preferably two back wheels and a front wheel because that makes more sense for turning and stuff like that. I always thought that looks like neat. It's just a nice design, you know? Here's your license plate. Plus, I like that this is, you know, even though this is a science futuristic vehicle, it's got the classic car blue and stuff. I like that. It's one of my favorite color palettes. Oh man, dude. On my way home from work today, I had just my Spotify on random kind of thing, and I heard the Iron Blooded Orphans main theme just out in the wild. It's hilarious. A little bit of rust there. It was like, it started up and I was like, I feel like I recognize this song. I feel like I've heard this somewhere. And I'm like, oh god, I have heard this a bunch. This is the Iron Blooded Orphan song. It's the same song that plays all the time throughout SD Gundam. Wow, it made it look clunky and unstable. It's unusual three-wheel design. I assure you, its appearance belies its true power. Yeah, it was weird to hear the Iron Blooded Orphan song with the actual lyrics and stuff. I would very well like a theoretically keep pace with the Hardy Date. Huh. Neat. Side panel done. Yeah. Alright. There's the last of it. Nice. Footboard. Outside of there. Door. Panel. Window. Side view. Yep. There's the top of the truck. More dings. Everybody gets a ding. You get a ding. I get a ding. Oops, all dings. I'm gonna get up on here. Where? What was that? Huh? Dude, what did you just do? What did you do? I saw a sound effect. Doom has done something. I saw a sound effect. Those were words. Doom has done something. Probably something I'll hear about later. I heard sound effect and saw words and an image of something. I don't know what it was. Stupid bird? What dumb bird? I'm not a bird. Ooh, hey, thank you. Wow, we're at 97%. This actually went faster than I thought it would. And there's a ding. Huh. Yay. Bike engine plating. There we go. Dumb bird with egg. Did you buy something off the throne, Doom? What did you do? I can't check that. The wife's asleep at the moment. Dude. Holler bumper. There we go. Oh yeah, Doom, have you started looking at Minecraft mod packs? I think there actually is an Origins mod pack. I think you were supposed to message me about that today, but I've been at work, so I've been mostly brain off today. It was a long day. There we go. Holler bumper card. Holler cab door frame. Must be the other side. My neighbors are being chuckle fucks again. Loud jerkwads. I mean, the mod packs are not that bad. It really is just kind of like choosing what you are wanting to have in it. You know, like You want full mod packs? Do you want less mod pack, but you know, a little more specific? It's just like I said, it depends on what you want to get out of it. There's that. And then is it this? It's one of the tires. Like I said, in general, I can suggest a few mod packs. There we go. Next to job. Heidegger insisted on contracting for his own vision. While he does have a tendency to come off as rough around the edges, I'm sure it's a byproduct of his passion and military background. That said, his style does not mesh with everything, so if it doesn't mesh with yours, tread lightly. Yes, this request is vastly different from at first, but think of it as proof of our trust in you. After all, we wouldn't bring someone of your caliber all this way just to wash down a few sets of dirty wheels. Yay! Next mission. Ooh. Gives the other ways of cleaning up literal filth instead of enemies of the state, but no matter. And public service, my job is to keep the city safe. One of the most effective ways to do that is through the deployment of devastating weaponry. Woo! Scorpion Sentinel goes enough out insurgents before they even start reaching for their white flag. Professor Hojo thinks the test subject Quell Riot's better than a heavy weapons platform. Prove just how wrong he is, I propose a challenge for him. One of his juiced up lab rats came and scratched my Sentinel. I'll volunteer to be his next tech subject. I have no doubt my machine stood the test against this mewling varmints, but I still need the Sentinel washed down. After all, isn't that what his beloved scientific process calls for? Evidence? I'm gonna go hose down this thing. It looks like a war crime. Hey. Cool. Yeah, this looks like a war crime. Behold, the Scorpion Sentinel, one of Shinra's greatest achievements in military robotics. Yeah, I'm gonna go with war crime. I like the war crimes division. Why is it covered in goo? The first boss in Final Fantasy VII. Your identifier is sorted as a non-target, so stop worrying and get to scrubbing. Hey. You're quite safe for Meow. What do you mean for Meow? I'm doing a good job. I am safe for all time. Looks a little rusty in some places. Huh, weird noises. Well, let's get him all cleaned up. Oh. He moves. Ah, that's what the sounds are. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Excuse me, Mr. Scorpion Man. Let's just get you cleaned up. There's a leggy. The final boss is me. With my Bluetooth infinity water, I do what I please. You can't stop me. Aw, poor robot. I bet he was mostly blind. Because of all the crap on him. Must have been hard to see with all the murder goo stuck on him. There we go. Let's get all that cleaned up. You can murder good again. Yeah, murder good if you can't see properly. How are you gonna commit war crimes if you don't know where you're shooting? That's just silly. Let's get you all cleaned up. Yeah. Ooh. Wow, dings already. Oh, that's neat. That looks like a grenade launcher. Or maybe it's just a machine gun. You got tires and legs. That's silly. Sure is a lot of goo in here. Oh, thank you for turning so I can get more lenses clean. Good job. Who's a good little robot? Yes, you are. You're a good little robot. Let's just get these little claws done. Gotta get your nails did, Mr. Robot. I appreciate the ability for me to... Oh! Oh, that's convenient. But thank you. You're a good robot. Yes, you are. I'll get all your little bits. There we go. There's a good robot. Yes, you are. Get him all cleaned up. That's actually very helpful. There we go. Let's get to the underside of them claws. A little bit of dropper in there. There we go. Thank you, Murder Machine. Good job. Such a well-trained little murder machine. Yes, yes. Well, you can't be mad at him. He's like a good little war crime. He's doing his best. Why, I bet he's only gotten rid of terrorists and escaped bioweapons. That's exactly what he's here for. We trust Shinra. Shinra is a good corporation that has revitalized the entire town and remade what it means to be a citizen. Yeah, there we go. Is that a good advertisement for Shinra? Sounds good. Yep. Oh, well, didn't quite get that. Hup. Ha. Ha ha. Got it? Yeah. I'm on the arm. Now I'm on the arm. Get to be adventurous. This is neat though. It's got like the head moves around and stuff. Things are doing things. It's weird. Quite nice. Hey, if available, I have a job for you in Sector City Undercity. Ah, it's Tifa. Hi, Tifa. I knew you'd know more about the Sentinel's myriad capabilities. Tell me about your war crimes, Shinra. Yeah. Let's get up in here too. It doesn't look like I need to. Its tail is far deadlier than that of the creature it's well after, and its 6 tapered legs let it get straight to the point, if you will. What? Hey buddy, I'm the one that tells puns on here. And for those craven foes who want to shoot at a distance, it's Mark 98 cannons and Mark 99 launchers. How are you at number 99 for a version of a cannon? Are you just that bad at making cannons, buddy? Sounds like a personal failing. Ooh, look at that, we can get right up in there. Whee! Ah! I wasn't expecting that to work. I was honestly expecting to get flown off or something. I'm really surprised by how functional this game is, considering that it's really not designed to do much. Excuse me, let me just get up in here. There you go. There you go. Just let me just get you all cleaned up there. Yeah. Shh, it's fine. There we go. Yeah. Much nicer. Oh, well, there's a lot of goop in here. You have gotten goop in like all angles. How did you get so much goop everywhere, you silly thing? Paint sure is scuffed. They're just not taking care of this robot very good. But thank you. No, well, you almost had it. There you go, silly robot. There we go. Let's. Can we get? Ah! Well, that was expected. Give me the ladder. And there we go. There we go. Got it. All pretty dope. Make it look new and fresh. Yeah. Like it's straight out to factory. I assume these are mass produced in a factory or something like that. Given all of his grungy bits and weeblings, he looks like he was made in a machinery factory. Whee! There we go. Get all up in here. Do 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 There we go, that's a lot of goo going. I wish I could mute my neighbors. They're so rude. I mean, besides the loud music all the time, the friggin' dealing pot and stuff. It's like, bruh, come on. Well, that was expected. Got more scannery diddles. Now the eye socket. Yeah, it is very grungy in there. I got him little lens all cleaned up. Hooray! Oh, oh. Hey, underbelly. Wow, this looks sciencey. It sure would be bad if someone were to spray a whole bunch of water into it. All willy-nilly into the underbelly of a robot. Oh, I'm sure it's perfectly fine. Shinra would never make anything that becomes unstable due to the presence of vast amounts of water. That would be silly. Plate, you're supposed to go deep. Go ding, plate. There it goes. Yeah. I like that it's got tires as well as leggies, but that does seem a bit redundant. I feel like this is not the kind of thing that gets deployed anywhere where it really needs both. That's one thing I liked with, not Armored Core. There was another one, similar Armored Core. It was like Heavy Arms, I think it was. Similar time span, but, that was one thing I really liked, was they had, you know, your giant walking mechs, but when they started getting up past a certain speed, they would deploy their big honking wheels, and then you would kind of like rollerblade to get up to higher speeds. I always liked that. That was a nice little touch. Pointless, but it was nice nonetheless. Because, like, you know, the way our legs are, you can only get but so fast just because, like, knee joints suck. That's just a, you know, that's just the way they are. So, knee joints being terrible can't handle high speeds. And so you have to have some kind of a combination for it. So wheels, treads, jets, something like that. You gotta have something. Because just a humanoid shaped thing is going to be inefficient and bad at running beyond a certain speed. We just gained armor up right here. Nice. Yeah, he's got some more bits and bobs I need to get. His head casing. I think I've got almost most of the arm done now. Getting the underside is actually really good because. You think we stopped there? No, of course not. Lower the arm, please. Thank you. Good robot. I fit a cluster in EFL and a self-repair functionality. Nice. Spiffy features, it's nigh unstoppable. Is it? Is it though? It seems like the kind of thing that would be stopped easily by a blonde with a sword. And apparently the biggest tits most people have ever seen as a small child. Hey, polygonal titties. Alright, let's get it all cleaned and polished up. We want to look nice when it goes to beat up terrorists. Evil terrorists. I bet they'll drop buildings on people or something. They'd probably blow up the whole area. Those terrible terrorists. Man, this has got a lot of like angles and weeblets and stuff. This is gonna take a little bit to get all cleaned up. So Doom, what is your take on Shinra and how amazing it is? Is it the best company or the best company? You can't tell I'm doing a bit here. There we go. There's the ting. Man, there's so many just angles and weeblets and stuff. This is going to take a fair bit. That rust on this brand new murder machine. Well, that's just inefficient. There we go. Nice. Much nicer. Here it just kind of squeaking along. There we go. There we go. Leg ball joint. 49%. That's pretty far along already. Farther than I really expected to be. Ooh, more dings. I kind of figured this will be a particularly long haul cleaning to get all everything. This is a lot of weird stuff. But we'll get it done, as we always do, because it's our job. Cleaning up the grime. There we go, that's more stuff done. I think probably the only thing left on that leg is to get up it. We're trying to get as much as we can down below real quick. There we go. Ooh, leg piece done. Ooh. Hey, leg ball joint done. Nice. This is a very complicated piece of machinery, obviously. So getting into all the little angles and stuff is going to be tricky. There we go. Man, if only y'all lived in a place that has literal magic that would make this easier to do. I mean, I'm using literal magic with my frigging power washer that can get into anywhere, but we're not talking about that kind of magic. That's silly magic. Y'all have pull meteors from space magic. Which is obviously far cooler. Tail bellows. Why do you got a bellow for? Does it breathe fire or something? Let's get more cleaning done. Do 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 do. Alright. Oh, a ding. A dingling a ding ding. Hey. We'll do this side and then we'll swap over to the other side and get a bunch more there. They sure like to put mufflers on like everything. Is that just one of those like 90s mufflers equal cool kind of things? There we go, that's doing relatively. There we go. Here's the reports of gang activity in Sector 5 Undercity. Most likely Don Corneo's lackeys. Who's Don Corneo? Why is he a Don? Who's a Don? What's a Don? Is he a Don? Would we consider displaying the Scorpion against them? Realize they're the definition of small fry. It'd be a waste of company resources to eliminate them. Assigned bitch by corporate. We're feeling tired with those eco-terrorists going by. Avalanche. Yeah, see, eco-terrorists. Terrible people. I don't know what they're terrorizing, but they're terrorists. They're bad. They're terrorists and they're bad. Okay. They want to poke the bear, they'd best be ready to deal with its claws. But this is a scorpion. This isn't a bear. I think you're mixing your metaphors. Yeah. 64%. Woo! Alright, let's get this side of the tail. That all washed up. There we go, look at that. That's so much nicer already. Silly robot murdering a bunch of things, getting all dirty. Silly robot. Let's actually go up on here and get a better angle on things. We haven't got a lot done on this side. Up we go. Sure, a lot here to clean up. He has a lot of surface area. Ooh, nice. We can get up high here. We can get this side. There we go. Water magic. Hey. Obviously what I'm doing, I'm using high-powered water magic and not a science fiction Bluetooth power washer. Yeah. Getting it all cleaned up. And we'll do this side over here. And we've gotten a lot done now. we go from the other side, we'll be able to get the rest. Yep. There we go. Yep. Look at all this goo. I bet it was Avalanche. They put all the goo on the poor, hard-working Scorpion. Those eco-terrorists destroying our wonderful Shinra security forces that keep us safe. How dare. He. Doo-doo. Gotta fancy him up pretty. Now, how exactly do you have a laser claw? How do you laser claw something? That seems silly. I mean, far be it from me to question the Magitech going on here, but, you know, it's a little silly, I think. Just, you know, casually sitting on a death weapon, it's fine. Might fall. Probably gonna fall. It's fine. Whee. Hey. It's fun getting moved around though, that's nice. There we go. Nice. Hup. There's what's left. How are you still not done yet? I must have missed a side or something. Ah! That was a little more than I wanted to fall. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Where? Yep. Really? 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 There we go. Fine. Well, while we're here, get this prettied up from this angle. There we go. Get your pretty little cannon all done up. Right back and ready for murdering. Yeah, see, this is gonna be like one of those hunting for bibs and bobs. And we'll do it. We'll hunt for those bibs and those bobs. It's our jobs. Well, there's a bunch right there. Nice. Look at that. Just tail going ding. Who's a good little Scorpion destroyer boss? Yes, you are. Get y'all prettied up. What? Well, I expected that. There we go. We can get up in there now. Nice. Hey, get in the armpit. Alright, let's get more done. I've actually been enjoying the, how they've added more stuff, how they make things interesting and different as I've gone along. It's quite nice. Plus, this is a very cool war machine. Just in general to look at it, it's neat. I imagine Reeve had you some feel-good tribe about his plans for the future, didn't you? Oh, is this where they're gonna do the big reveal that Shinra is not the best for our world and country? No. How could they? That's what. Jesus. Our company's been a manufacturer of weapons for a reason. Jeez, dude. Come on, man. You could do better than that. Just right up into the. But you know, we're actually cool because we murder everybody. Ooh, you have a PR department that gets between you and the rest of the world, don't you, buddy? Look, some people just some people need to have a filter between them and everyone else. Because they can and will say stupid stuff that really shouldn't be said in public. You know, take Elon Musk. Please, take him. No one wants him. Alright, I wonder what's left. Well, we're at 83%, so we're really chasing down the bibs and bobs at this point. I think getting the leggies and stuff will get us a lot of our percentage right there. Oh man. Also, I was looking at earlier today, apparently Deep Rock Galactic has done well enough that they are going to have a little Vampire Survivor style spin-off game. It's a little side game. And that sounds really cute and fun. I have to remember to add that on my Steam wish list. Welcome back. I'm getting the underside of the murder machine done. Soon we'll be able to deal with those eco-terrorists. Avalanche! Those monsters. They've clearly been the ones that got all this green goo and blood and parts all over the Scorpion bot, and not a bunch of weird science freaks or something. Yes, it was Avalanche. They defiled our glorious safekeeper, the Scorpion, with its machine guns and grenade launchers. Clearly for our safety. Yeah, it's prettying up nicely though. I will say it is a pretty good looking beastie. Get all up under there. We're up to 90%. It's a start. So Doom, how do you feel about this giant murder bot? Seems like the kind of thing you would have opinions about. There we go. Nice, that's good. Do you think this murder bot is a good and helpful protector of the city? Perhaps destroyer of certain annoying blondes? Doom blew it up. Of course you did. Well, you did say it's the first boss. You kinda have to. Doom, do you play Final Fantasy XIV? Do you play that online game? I don't think I know anybody that actually plays it, so I haven't really ever gotten into it. Yeah, I played it I played a demo trial of it like years ago, and I don't know, never really clicked with me, and I think that's probably just because it's high fantasy. But I feel like if I had folks to run with, I'd probably play it, or at least try it out. You know, give it the benefit of the doubt now, since apparently it has gotten very good over the years. I don't know if that's people saying that because WoW has apparently gotten just shit tier over the years, but go figure. Yeah, I actually did play Final Fantasy XI way back in the day. So I did actually play Final Fantasy Online, and I got to the point of becoming a paladin, and then realizing that I literally just could not do anything. I just couldn't do anything solo, and it just sucked. It was just a miserable feeling. Because, like, anything I would want to do would need to be with a party or with other people, and sometimes I just wanted to, like, roam around and look at stuff, and, like, no, that shit's right out. Not in our MMO game. You gotta be doing stuff with a party, and, yeah, you know, I had made some friends on there, but I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna tap out, because I just can't do anything now. So, I gave him my chocobos, and I went on my merry way. I liked the chocobos. That's honestly, like, one of the main reasons for considering Final Fantasy XIV is because chocobo. I went super mega chicken. I like chocobos. I think they're stupid. They are the epitome of queer, and I like them. There actually is a Minecraft mod that does add chocobos. So you can be a chocobo wrangler in Minecraft if you had the mod. I don't know if the mod has been really updated to the more recent Minecraft versions. I would have to check. But yeah, there's chocobos. Yeah. I mean, like, I know doing dungeon runs and stuff like that, that's obviously you're gonna need a team because you're not doing that shit solo. But I've been just like doing questing or like literally just wandering around looking at stuff because like it does have a really pretty world and there's a lot there. But if I can't see it without having a party just to walk out the front door, I'm just not gonna care about it. I already have enough trouble with you know, it being a high fantasy world. It's already a bit of a struggle for me to care / pay attention. I'm not a high fantasy person. I'm really not. Not anymore. Used to be. But nowadays I'm definitely more sci-fi. There we go. We'll just do a little run over here over the tops of a lot of these things, which we have obviously been neglecting. Hey, another lake done. Yeah. Well, apparently now you can play quite a bit of it for free as a demo kind of thing. Because apparently, like, a large portion of it is just part of the free trial stuff before you have to really spend any money, which is appreciated. Oh, yes, the giant gun arm that I'm literally standing under. There we go. That's a good angle. Them claws. Them big meaty claws. They ain't just for attracting a mate, you know. There we go. Nope, I didn't want that to happen. There you go. Sir, sir. You have such struggles with going up a ladder in this game. Wow, that's a lot of gore right there. It looks like it just beat something to death with the gun barrel and ran out of ammo. I liked that with one of the Mech Warriors. It was the 2 expansion, as I recall. It was like, yeah, this here Ghost Bear mech, if it runs out of bullets, we'll just freaking put the covers on the Rhino and then just beat things to death. This is fine. And then there was also the Kodiak, I want to say. It was the bear one that just had freaking claws. It was just like, yep. No, it's got claws. You get in its way, you get the claws. Done. Look at that. Hey, there we go. Nice. Yeah, there's still some other stuff in there. There we go. We got the claw tongue. Oh, there you go. While we're here. I must have missed more underneath. Probably. I thought I saw a bunch of... There we go. I did see a bunch of red. Hey, alright. Yeah, I feel like one of the, it's one of these claws over here. Ah! Dang it. Dang it. There it is. There we go. What are we at, 99? Yeah, we're... Warnings. Yeah, So we probably got some more stuff that we need to do from the top. And then more kind of random angles of stuff. We're doing good now. There's the cannon. Pretty as you please. Okay. Let's put that. There we go. We're getting in a bunch in there. Nice. Nice. Let's put that about there. Alright. So we know this one. There we go. Alright, so let's start doing our list. Fan belt. Where the heck is a fan belt? Hello, wifey! The wife has awoken.
Did you see the drone alert?
The what?
The drone alert?
Yes, Doom did something.
Yeah, he got you, stupid bird. I'm Jin.
You got me.
Kenzo up there first.
You got me, stupid bird. Well, see, Doom is a connoisseur of stupid birds.
Well,
as
Doom
well.
did suggest that once.
Doom is
I put Kenzo up there first.
a. Doom is a connoisseur of stupid bird. Fan belt. I didn't even see that blinking. Did I not select that? Yeah, no, I selected it. On the underside? Hey! There he is. Huh. I'm good. I ate before I started, but thank you. I sure hope it is. Ah. That's a good bit right there. Yay, I got it. Okay, that's another thing done. There we go. One. Two. Two cannons. Claw wrists. Huh? There, let's go up to the thingy here. We gotta get them wrists. Oh yeah. Okay, there's that one. That is actually very useful to have. Let's bring our magical telekinesis scaffolding. There we go. We got a tail laser claw. One of these claws is not like the other. One of these claws is dirty. But where? Ah! Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Okay, and then we got one shoulder and one shoulder plate. Ah. Well, sorry. So it's this shoulder. Yeah, okay. So that's the shoulder we need. Sir. Alright, well, we'll get a thing over here. And get some scaffolding up. I've been booped. Oh dear. I'm cleaning off a war machine. There's the shoulder. And just one of the shoulder plates, huh? This one? No, it's the other one, huh? Yeah, there's probably just a queeblet left. So let's get... There it is. Got him. Look at him. He goes from grimy, covered in bug guts, all dirty, poor little thing. Make it better. Perhaps that smug hack needs to spend more time ensuring his specimens comic failure. We must turn them into macabre monstrosities. Either way, I should relish the look on his face when I break the news. Alright, 7-7. We've had lots of trouble with Don Corneo and his grunts for a while, but last night took it a whole nother level. They stormed in unannounced, ordered the entire menu twice over, and proceeded to spill it on every possible surface. I would have beaten the snot out of every one of those thugs right then and there, but then we'd have a lot more trouble on our hands than a few small-time gangsters. Anyway, my friend's daughter Marlene has been hanging out here a lot. I want the place squeaky clean for her. I'll do it myself. It's almost 0 on a job I've got over in Sector 1, so I need the speed of a pro. Really appreciate it. Okay. Hey. Alright, we gotta help out Titlet. I mean, Tifa. Wow, this is all covered in grime. Look at that. Well, we're gonna get this up. It's so upsetting looking at the bar like this. Well, then don't look at... Oh, look! A sword! Hey. Can I take the sword? I wish to take the sword. Wow, this sure did get on everything, huh? I know it's not the fanciest, but it's like a home to us and our regulars. Alcoholics. Wow, yeah, they sure did get it everywhere, huh? Other wood floors? Oh, nice. Floors too. Gonna have to get all the rust off that stupid sword. Well, let's get everybody all printed up. Oh, neat. It's like a whole back area, too. There we go. We're just kind of doing the, you know, speed hosing here. Because these bubbles, they'll help me out a lot. Not a gun arm. Eh, it is. Fun. We'll get everything all cleaned up. Pizza! Glowy pizza! Ah, karaoke machine. Fun! Figure why not? They gave me free soap. I might as well use it up. Helps me get my work done faster. Huh. Oh, the roof too, huh? Yeah, okay. Alright. let's get to cleaning. Look at this. Cloud, the jerkwad, left his stupid sword here and it's all covered in junk. Rude. Chocobo sign! Chocobo show Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 12. I like chocobos. Chocobos are very quick. We like to chill here at the cafe. Oh look, it's Shinra Brand TV, where they show the shows. Shinra and Shinra and Shinra. My favorite is Shinra at 8. Final Heaven, location at 053. I don't know if that's a reference to something. Man, I'm gonna have to get the ceilings done. That's gonna take forever. I may use that all-purpose soap on the ceilings too. What sign? Tomato. Alright, let's focus. Can I move this sword? Yep. Great. That means I'm gonna have to get at weird angles to get the sword done. Because of course, Jerkwad there just leaves his sword wherever he pleases. Middle of everything. Oh, this is a perfectly normal, peaceful establishment, not home of eco-terrorists. This blonde ripped guy with a sword bigger than a small child? Yeah, no, he's not a soldier. A little bit tricky getting in here. These chairs will be a little bit odd. Oh. It's fine, we'll get to it. Aha! Sword clean. The lights? Yeah, gotta get the lights. Wow. How did you dirty up the lights, you jerkwads? That's just rude. They weren't kidding about getting it everywhere, huh? I am, in fact, a very skilled cleaner and can get most places quite efficiently. Because I'm awesome. I would like to punch those goons right in their front faces. Probably wouldn't have even needed materia. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're like a bus suplexer, lady. I think it would have been fine. Alright, Doom, have fun. Do you know about materia? I don't know squat, lady. I'm a power washer. Also, I'm a puppet. I'm a bit smooth-brained. It goes the lifeblood of our planet, and everything on it. Okay. You say so, lady. Ancients thankfully learned how to crystallize it, and that's what we call materia. Why only the ancients? Do you telling me that modern people don't know how to do that? Y'all saying y'all forgot? Like a bunch of losers? Or are you gonna blame it on aliens, huh? It's probably aliens. Okay, seriously, how am I supposed to get to some of these? Like, legit, I can't get to some of these spots. Yep. Yeah, okay. There we go. They really did get up into like every dang where in ways that I cannot deal with. That's unfortunate. Do 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 do. Don't worry, Punchy Lady. I'll have this place cleaned up in a jiffy. I'm actually pretty quick about most things, I think. Very thorough, at least. There we go. Nice. They got the trash can. Why? It was already a place that was dirty. You didn't have to put more dirt on it. That's just silly. It's redundant. They got dirt on a trash can. Why bother? Eggs and chips. Blech. Well, I guess you could have like eggs and potatoes actually. I do like breakfast. Here's the menu. Food, food, food. Ice cream, chocolate cake, lemon cake, cheesecake, scone, pancakes, muffin, donut. Ooh. Daily plate, 500. Daily salad, 550. Spaghetti, 650. Dinner, steak, hamburg, potato, sandwich. This is all in gill, so this doesn't seem like it's very much gill. Beverages, coffee, tea, hot chocolate. Ooh, I like hot chocolate. Or you get iced tea. They have apple juice. They got apple juice. Wife, the bar in 7th Heaven has apple juice. Yes. That means they have apples in Final Fantasy VII. And I like apple juice. I can get apple juice at the bar. This is a little tricky to get to some of these places. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. Well, we'll do our best. This is one of those, I'm not sure they really planned to have some of these angles. They're quite tricky to deal with. Neighbor. We need to report them again for friggin' noise and stuff. Getting obnoxious. But that's something for the real world, so don't worry about it. There we go. I think we've almost got most of this door done too. Hey, there we go. We got the bathroom door done. Ooh, we got that done. Oh, very quick. Ooh. Bar shelf. Let's get this area almost down. Make it all pretty once again. Ooh, that was a bunch of things. Trash can. Hey, look, it's the fridge. There's the picture of Barrett with the kid. There's the drawing of mean Tifa. She's mean. She yells at you for doing stuff. Like breaking rules. And there's a picture of the bar. Which all makes it very pretty. Yay. There's another ding. Let's finish off the fridge. I don't know what that is. It's a picture of something. Probably would be nostalgic for someone who played Final Fantasy VII. I did not. A bit tricky to get in here. So again, this assumes that I can do things in ways that I really can't. I can't get into these places very easily. Restaurant store manager, Tifa! Hi Tifa, you're cool apparently. Yeah, this one's a little bit tricky. Seventh Heaven. Welcome there. Like, look at that. Some of this stuff is just not really all that doable. There we go. Hey, another thing. Right there. What's what is there we go. Da -da. There we go. Saw something. Well, we'll just keep going over here. Metal container. Ah, pot, which is also a metal container. If you really get down to it. Yay, another one. Lighten up the room. Woo! There we go. Wall lantern done. And we knew this would be one of the tricky ones. I wonder what I get to do next. That's gonna be fun to find out. Because we've gotten the Scorpion and we got the cool motorcycle. And now we're doing Tifa's bar. Do I just get to hose down Sephiroth's lab, maybe? You know, the place with the mom in the tube? That would be interesting. Door. Get along the frame. And we get along this side of the frame. And we do up here. Figure out what's missing on the door frame. See, some of this stuff would make sense in a game that allowed you to move stuff. This game doesn't, so it's a little peculiar what they're really expecting from you, I guess. 'Cause like some places I'm really struggling to get into. Like right here. There we go. We'll get it done, guys, because that's our job. We get it done when no one else can. Plus, we're cheap. Like, super cheap. And this whole building is going to take 75 bucks? No way. Dirt cheap. Highly professional, skilled, does well despite using only a pressure washer, no matter what material it's on? Sure, okay. How does that work? Don't worry about it. He gets the job done and you pay him like 100 bucks. That's the thing, it's just like, you really do only pay like a couple $100. And this magic man shows up out of nowhere and is possessed by the spirit of a power washer and just cleanses the area. Because yes. How does he do it? Yeah. How does it work on things like, I don't know, carpet? Yeah. It's fine. It's cool. There you go. Literally, I just cleaned your circuit breaker box with a pressure washer while the lights are on. Nothing happened. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Right. Stool done. Cool. 2 stool for cool. Now that I've foolishly said that, oh no, I'm good, and I smell the fish sticks cooking, I'm like, that's on me. I said no thank you. Now I get none fish sticks. Yee. Let's do this area now. Back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth, and now it's all clean. Hey. We are, in fact, almost done doing the staff area floor. Ooh, look at all them dings. It's a lot of dings. And today the wife made muffins. So when I got to come home to muffins, I already ate a bunch. I'm gonna eat more after the stream. Y'all gonna be jealous because you don't get muffins, but I do. They're strawberry cream cheese muffins. First one I had with peanut butter on it. The second one I'm gonna have with just regular cream cheese icing on it. Oh, yep, underside. Yep. I figured since they're strawberry it would be good with peanut butter, and it was. I just gotta hose off the stove here, that's fine. All the pans, fine too. Hangy thing, what all the stuff goes on, perfectly fine. Tile, cool. Grease trap, yep. Sounds good. Don't mind if I do. Whatever I want, power washer cleans it. Does it make sense? No. Should it work like that? Absolutely not. There you go. Does it matter? Not even a little bit. Alive.
Hello, the muffins are baking.
The muffins.
I'm mad you got your Monster Hunter plushie for it and my Monster Hunter plushie.
I'm sorry.
Chesu is better, and Doom gets none of my chocolate chip muffins I make.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
No chocolate chip muffins for Doom.
Sorry, Doom. No muffins, bro.
You only get one of the strawberry cheesecake skulls I made.
They are very cute. I've already had one. I'm gonna have another after stream. I'm gonna try that one with cream cheese icing. First one I have peanut butter on it. I liked it. It's actually quite good with peanut butter.
I had one plain.
I'm in the bar cleaning things. I already cleaned off the Buster Sword. It was just laying against the bar.
Steal it.
I tried. First thing I did was run up to it and see if I could pick it up. Today's menu. Soft drink. Spriker Soda Star. Coffee drink. Milk coconut. Snock enjoy. Special day drink. Yeah, okay.
I should make two.
Oh, shut up.
Do you want a tater tot?
Yes, please.
They're hot.
No, no, no. Water, good. Thank you. What? Hey. It's awaiting your arrival, dear. I don't know what you heard, but Shinra is not as kind and selfless as Pencil. What? You mean the company that makes the fucking war machines might be bad? No, that's silly. The Mako energy they produce, it's made by draining the planet's lifeblood. Ah, lava generator. Got it. Yeah, I know. It's actually literally the lifeblood of the planet. It'll kill everybody here if we don't stop it. Also, the reason for it is to control the populace. I mean, I would be pretty controllable if I had mass-produced dirt cheap energy in the form of cool-ass motorcycles that are self-driving. I gotta admit, the convenience of mass transit and sick-ass motorcycles is pretty cool.
I have sick ass motorcycles.
You got sick ass.
Hey.
Hey. But do you think that you would be easily made pliant via mass transit, easy access to dirt cheap energy, and really cool cars?
Yes.
See, there you go.
And what I got right now. What's the downside? Do they fuel them with babies?
Pretty much. The planet's lifeblood. Literally murdering the planet step by step.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but this is more of a direct, like, this is actually the blood of the planet. Like, they're literally just, like, draining it out of it.
Yeah, oil.
Kind of closer to, like, the magma core of the planet. Like, it will destroy the planet. And not in a, like, global warming kind of way, but in a planet will just crumple in on itself and die kind of way. So, you know, like super oil. Our neighbor's a jerkwad.
Huh.
Yes.
Unpacking secretly in 3D.
Huh. Makes sense. I cannot say I am surprised. Seems like the kind of thing that would be fairly easy to model in 3D.
It made it easier to overlap shit.
Makes sense to
It's
me.
basically a bunch of flat pixels arranged on a 3D plane with them far enough away that they match perspective.
Huh. Bar done. Look at this cool Gatling gun hand. Boy, it sure would be unfortunate if I were to take it. Oh, it doesn't let me. Boo! Why you don't let me pilfer things? Let me steal things. I wished. I have desires. Desires that are fulfilled with steelies. Why don't you let me steelies for my feelies? There's the gun. We got eco-terrorists. At least they could let me do is steal a gun or something. I mean, you can tell they're terrorists because they serve eggs and chips. I'm gonna assume that's supposed to be the, like, British chips, which is just freaking potatoes and they're weird. But, you know. Eating off this table. And then maybe at the top. Hup. Table is not yet done. Why not? Alright, we'll find the Weeblet and get the table cleaned. There we go. Table done. Yay. There's still so much left to do in here, because I have to get the ceiling. There we go. And the stool's done. Yay! These stools are really annoying to do. Because they're literally just all bad angles. Just, oops. Crap angles everywhere. Nothing you can do about it, just bad angles all the time.
What even exploded in here?
They said that the Don Corleone's goons came in and just threw stuff everywhere like assholes. So, local goon squad are jerks. Hey. And there's the top. And that side. And this side. And this side.
The muffins are not ready.
They're not ready.
Wait.
This side. I missed part of the table somewhere. There it is. Table game. Oh no, the rug! The rug is gross. There we go. Rug is clean. The window on the wall. Yay. Ding. More dings. All dings. Oops, all dings. Near. Gonna have to do all this stupid piping. Should never have all this exposed piping out and everywhere. It makes the place look bad. And it leads to bad insulation. It's gonna be tricky to get up there and get all the stupid tops of those pipes. Hey. Happy sparkler season. Hey. The True War on Christmas, brought to you by Shinra. Whoa.
In Ocarina of Time, the skybox is a cube that just hangs around you specifically.
Look at this nerd. We're gonna box him in. The god of Hyrule, probably. Are you sure it's a cube and not aliens? I don't think they've really done aliens in Hyrule, have they? It's all magical garbage.
Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because it's a moon mask. You are objectively correct. Which is making Majora's Mask the superior one. Because it has aliens. Majora's Mask has moon people. Zelda 64 doesn't have moon people. I think. I don't know, it's been a long time since I played Zelda 64. Alright, let's keep on track. I'm very bad at keeping on track. I absolutely admit to that. New products in stock. What's in the box? Is it bombs? Because y'all are eco-terrorists? It might be bombs. I'm gonna go with bombs, chat. It's probably bombs. Or stolen materia. They sure talk a lot about materia and being like, oh, materia is bad. It's literally the crystallized lifeblood of our planet. Uses materia all the time. Curious. Is that meme with the guy like, and yet you still participate in society? Curious. I'm very smart. But Final Fantasy. Okay, why didn't the box go ding? Go ding, you stupid box. I know I got a lot of you clean. Go ding. Go ding. Go ding, go ding, go ding. Go ding. Go ding, go ding, go ding, go ding, go ding. Where's the ding? There's the ding. Yay, ding. Got another ding. I got a ding. What? Up on the box. Yay. There we go. Then we go over here, and we go here. I'm gonna get our ding. I see it. There we go. Sometimes it's a little argumentative, but the pressure washer always wins. Ladies and gentlemen, 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 gentlemen.
Someone did a bunch of Lucifer paintings with the devil from Cuphead.
Fun.
always choosing violence.
As they should. I know, right? Okay, let's... Yay, another beam done. And another one done. Games! Games, you say? I like games. I'm playing one right now. Oh, look, a dartboard. Hello! How's it going? I'm cleaning up the terrorist bar. They're eco-terrorists, you know. Yay, sign done. Yay, sign done. Muffins go ding. I am good. Like I said, we are in this place. Machine gun on the table belongs to a friend of mine, Barrett. Hey, get it? Cause Barrett sounds like a type of firearm. Which is silly, because Barrett's a sniper rifle. He's as big and hot-headed as me, but he's got a heart of gold. He also cares about our planet more than anything else. Yeah, that's my understanding of Barrett. He'll tell you all the things about the planet and how Shinra's killing it. They're killing the planet, you guys. Buster Sword there belongs to Cloud. He's blonde.
Where'd you put the toothpick?
I put it up with the baking stuff. In the breadery. I didn't have an idea where else to put it. He left to join the soldier when we were kids. Now he's out and helping us. Volcano bombs! Cool. Pinball machine. You might not show it, but if you clean up his Buster Sword too, I'm sure it would make his day. Well, it's part of the thing, so I literally have no choice on the matter. I gotta, because it's here. Just like the stupid gun. I have to. It's literally part of the mission. If I don't, then I can't complete things. But I will clean up the pinball machine for free. Just finished streaming. I thought I'd come by. Aw, well, thank you for coming in. What did you stream? Were you streaming some Minecraft? Oh, is it gonna disappear? Is it a test muffin? Hey. Oh no, the worst part, waiting for muffins.
You already have muffins!
You're a muffin.
You specifically have the muffins I made you earlier.
Yeah, I've already eaten.
You can have more of those muffins. I don't want those muffins.
I'm gonna.
I want my chocolate chippy muffins.
You're a chocolate chippy. Oh, that sounds like fun. I hope you had a nice time. Technically, the wife is the muffin ma'am.
Muffin ma'am.
And I know her.
I make muffins that look like skulls.
She do. We have a cute little muffin tin specifically for that purpose.
It's great.
Ding. Get up there. Thank you. Sync done. Herp. E. Oh, hey, I got another thing done. Actually, that's a good angle up there. To do. Yeah. I am so smart. SMRT. That isn't me. I'm a smarty. That's the song. That's the whole of it. Yeah, that sounds right. I have started a new Direwolf 20 world, just for funsies. And I have gotten to the point where I'm going to be doing, like, you know, the usual grinding for resources off stream kind of thing. And I'll work on that later. But I wanted to do this today. Because this is way more fun than that. So I figured, I was like, yeah, because I saw that the new DLC was coming out today. And I would have actually gotten it ahead of time, but it wasn't out before I left for work this morning. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just play it when I get home. And I did. And it's great. Yeah, I came in with a plan to just do these missions, cause like, yay, new stuff in Power Wash. I'm really excited for it. Especially because it's new Final Fantasy themed levels and things. It seems like a neat time.
Well, did you hear about, do you remember that Twitter worker posted pictures of her sleeping in the office?
Uh-huh.
She got laid off.
What? Well, that's...
She was trying to brag about you gotta put the work in
of
to be
course.
appreciated. Poor thing.
Like, well, we could have all told you how that was gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had a thought while I was at work today. Corridor Digital is the pick me gay of AI stuff. Literally.
I don't know. That would imply that AI stuff is like unjustifiably being put down.
Well, no, it's really more like I call them the pick me gay of AI because they're like, hey, corporations that are going to use AI to totally get rid of everything that we do, don't get rid of us. See, we're one of the good ones. We're willing to use the AI for you.
You are correct. Never mind. I agree.
And I was just like, nah, they're the pick me gays.
Fucking hate those guys.
Yeah.
They were always kind of pretentious.
Well, they're in California.
Yeah, they're little white boys, little tech boy white boys.
And you know, they did bring themselves up from just being a bunch of little goobers going to art school kind of thing to becoming a big company that makes lots of money.
I mean, you say that, but you need like money and support to do that in the first place. They're not like eating ramen with 12 siblings.
Well, they were renting a giant, like, it sounds like it would cost a lot of money, but they were basically just using, like, a warehouse as a home for years. And it is, like, apparently fairly cheap, because it was on Artist Row. So it was, like, the cheap place that artists rent out, because the guy that owns it has a lot of money and just rents it out to poor artists. So
Sounds like they knew people.
they got lucky and were able to get a place for dirt cheap in California, which is notoriously expensive forever. So basically, yeah, they got super lucky and were able to use that to be able to afford getting into the thing that they wanted to do. And then they just decided to be stupid.
I said before, it feels like the imperialism of animation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take everything that y'all did and all the stuff you built up and take all of it and not give you any, you know, compensation or, you know, the dues you're owed, and we're gonna make it our own and be like, this is ours.
Yeah.
And look, we're so quirky.
Like,
It's a funny anime thing. We don't know how animation works, but
yeah, a lot of people were like, boy, if only they knew how to do literally anything in here.
that's really how it felt. They know how, like, live action movies do animation. That doesn't work for 2D animation. It's entirely differently.
Yeah.
They could at least hire someone who knows how to do 2D animation and tell them to fucking, like, not do 60 frames per second because it looks like shit.
It's true. No, dude, this is actually a pinball machine. There's obviously no elevator here, even though it says elevator mechanism right there. Nah, it's just pinball machines. Yeah.
Doom doesn't get any muffins.
Yeah.
He chose you over me, so he gets no muffins.
That's fair. And what are you trying to work on, Zombie? You trying to get together like a Minecraft server or something? I've been keeping my eye on that Bounce SMP. Supposedly it's going to have a public pack out soonish. Like probably within a week or two. In theory.
There's one of those little like tags on the side of the Spamton pocket. So his button-up shirt and it says Bippus.
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 I bet Spamton would drink Peepsy.
Or,
The Peeps flavored Pepsi. Because it sounds like Bippus.
because he's gross.
Because he's gross. He would find it in the trash. In unlimited quantities. Because no one else wants to drink. I haven't even seen that stuff selling. That tells you something.
Nasty.
When the gross people don't even want to get it for a meme. That tells you what you need to know.
I'm sure the people who wanted to get it for a meme already got it ahead of time.
Oh, also, I was right about the Squishmallow, the Pokemon Squishmallows that we got. Didn't make the day.
Yep.
Already gone. Sold 8 of them. We only had 2 Gengar, because of course.
Because they're for the adults.
Yeah. And the adults are wanting them. And the adults will buy as many Gengars as they give us. So give us more Gengars. I'm glad Emma got one, though. Gengar is the one that Emma likes. That was the person you were talking about. I was like, look, you might as well just friggin' order it on the app thing so you can get it when you get off. Because it will not be here tomorrow. Well, I will say this like should be said to a lot of people that try to start a podcast. What is your podcast about? And what viewpoint are you offering on that podcast?
And you need really good sound quality shit.
Yeah.
I say that as someone who listens to a shit ton of podcasts. I don't listen to your podcast if it sounds like shit.
Yeah, podcasts especially, since it is literally only an audio media. If you don't do good mixing or have decent stuff, like, sound-wise to listen to, it's people are just going to bounce off because they're going to hear bad audio. But also, not to be rude, there are like a million white boys doing podcasts, so what's it gonna be about, and what angle are you offering on that about? Now we're at 70%. Jeez, there's so much stuff in this place. For a little bar, there sure is a lot of everything in here to clean. Of course, I also have to get the ceilings, which I've been kind of neglecting. Just don't want to look at them.
I listen to a shit ton of podcasts, but I'm a little biased.
Let's see. There's going to be different topics, mostly for comedy. We'll be doing funny story hour, but have different guests every week. Well, again, what's going to set you apart from every other white boy doing a comedy thing? You know, what do you have guests lined up? Do you have specific types of things that you're going to talk about during that comedy? You need some kind of theme. Like, I will admit...
You need a theme because that will give you tags, which will let people actually find your shit.
Yeah, she is much more social media and internet stuff savvy than I am.
You can draw or talk or stream or whatever as good as anybody else, but no one just finds people in the wild unless they are already looking for something related to them. That's why I always say fan art's such a great idea.
Yeah, and Twitch is
No
really...
one's looking for your random ass OC, but they are looking for whatever the Balls series they like.
Yeah, and like Twitch is terrible with discovery, just like at all.
And no one searches for podcasts, but if you like look at what's the popular terms and compare that to what you're trying to do, you could probably figure out what your theming would be.
Or even just like, you know, like I know that one of the things that I really probably do need to work on is having some kind of something that brings people in on this Twitch stream. I have no idea what that would be because I don't have art like my wife or stuff like that. So in general, it is just me being a silly puppet man.
Unfortunately, I do not know anything about streaming.
It's same in principle. Like, that's why Melissa has grown so much, because she has a thing. She has D&D.
That's true.
And she also actually does have quite a bit of, like, people from 3D printing and that kind of stuff coming with her. So she didn't just come out of nowhere. She did bring a lot of people with her over.
She did ASMR stuff first, too.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you said? Like,
no.
I'm saying that wrong.
No, she does ASMR, but that's she did like 3D printing and coming from the D&D community before she started streaming. So she had her thing and brought people with her.
I think it's best to find something you're really passionate about, very specific, and then you can branch out from there.
So have something that you like, something that you want to do, and something that you want to talk about specifically.
Like, you can't choose all of gaming, but you can choose, like, I don't know, Minecraft or something.
Yeah, comfy games or mods.
Horror games or anything like that. Yeah, mods would be great. People want to know about that.
Yeah, like, because, you know, even just like what Doom was talking about earlier, a lot of the mods and stuff are fairly deep, and a lot of people have no idea what to do getting into mods.
I swear, neighbor has been pounding shit all day.
Yeah, we need to report his ass again.
It's not quiet time, so it's not against the rules.
I mean, if it's enough that it's, you know, obnoxious to the rest of the people around, then it needs to be. Huh? Well, yeah, if it's... Too bad. It's obnoxious. But that's not to put you down or anything, Zombie. That is...
Oh, yeah, no, we're trying to hurt him in any way. We're just trying to help.
That is from practical experience in this world of creative stuff. You know, I have had a real struggle even just to get to where I am because of needing that more of that. And, you know, I had help because obviously the wife brought a lot of her art audience with her. So I had a lot of help, but I recognize that I need more to get further.
Look at the fat muffin.
Hey, muffin top. But like that is something that really you got to come at it from that standpoint. Because like it's hard to getting started. Like look at how many friends and stuff Doom has, and Doom has kind of a specific thing that he's doing and a way he's doing it, and Doom is still struggling to get to affiliate. Like it's hard to get started because it's hard in a lot of these things to get noticed if you don't already bring the notice with you. That's why, we're starting to do YouTube videos, and I need to start doing TikTok because, again, those are side, parallel ways to get notice. And, that's something that is really necessary nowadays. It looks at a lot of these things are set up so that the people who already have notice and interaction get more notice and interaction.
But if you want to do it for fun, you can always just do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do it for fun, don't stress yourself out about it. If you're doing it just for fun and not trying to make a ton of money or anything, just do it. That's how I did art. Just do it for fun, and then people will come if you're exceptional at it.
And you are.
Yeah. But yeah, if you do it for fun, especially if you have a non-stressful chunk that you're doing it in, I'm just doing this for fun, talking to my friends and people listen online. And then if you hit it off, and you can work from there.
Mm-hmm.
But don't don't stress about things. You can get paid to be miserable somewhere else. So just only do things that you have fun with.
Right.
If you're gonna do it, like, seriously, trying to make money, try and get big, there's plenty of YouTube videos and stuff to help with that. And if you're not, just sit down and do what you want.
Yeah.
Because that does work out sometimes. Look at me.
Yep.
I just drew pretty ladies, and they were like, "Oh, we will pay you to draw pretty ladies." And I was like, "Oh, thank you.
I will take this treat.
I will take this money
I owe
and
you my
not
life.
starve."
Oh man, there was apparently.
But I also drew literally for years until I even considered commissions because of him.
Yeah. And I told her, hey, people will like this stuff and you have a skill. Get paid for doing skill. They don't have skill, so they offer you monies in exchange for skill and service. But I saw a thing yesterday as well as today about people talking about doing fan art and stuff like that, and it was like, apparently somebody had like a real shit take about.
Oh yeah, was it the fan art is like illegal or whatever?
Fan art's terrible and bad, and people were like, I did fan art and now I have this job, or I did this fan art and now I'm able to work from home, or like,
I did fan art of Melissa and she fucking has a bird now that I made her.
and like
yeah, that was a horrible take.
There were like, literally, I know that one person that could just say, I did fan art of robots having sex and now I literally draw for the Transformers comic.
I literally commented that in there. I did that, and the fact that there's a lot of Sonic fan artists who ended up working for the Sonic comics.
Yep.
But like, I can kind of see what they meant if they meant like selling fan-made stuff. That is kind of a gray area.
I think they were just meaning it as like
that you can get in trouble for, but fan art itself, no.
I think they were meaning it more just like, death of the artist. If you do fan art, you're not a real artist because you're not doing your own work.
Because they were citing stuff that was like the efficacy of fan art and shit like that. It's like, okay, legally, if like Disney wants to come at you, they probably could, but they don't give a fuck, and most, especially smaller groups, love fan art.
Yeah.
To say that all fan art is bad is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's up to the IP holder, and everyone knows that if you get real shitty about it, you end up like that, Vampire Diaries chick. Like, banned all fan fiction.
Yeah.
And people just did it anyway.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Sue me?
Now, selling stuff of a known IP can get a little sketchy.
Yeah. Because, like, they can do copyright
They can
claims.
say, like, hey, don't do that. And you're like, alright, I won't do that.
And they're within their rights.
Yeah.
That is their IP.
Especially, like, a smaller, like, one thing Toby did at the start was like, hey, you can sell stuff at cons and stuff, but maybe don't mass produce stuff on Etsy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And people did it. But now, like, Undertale is so fucking big, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, and Disney is particularly huffy about their stuff, but they
Disney only cares if it gets like a lot of eyeballs on it. Like, there are people bootlegging Disney crap in every corner of the world. They're not gonna care that you sold a Mickey charm at a con.
Yeah, and like Disney is also, you know, the main reason why some of our copyright stuff is so freaking janky nowadays. So, don't really hold them to high standards.
But yeah, that was actively one of the worst takes ever.
Yeah.
That bitch got blown up, and she was like, "Oh, people are so mad, but I'm mad." It's like, no, you were wrong.
Yeah. Just don't be a child.
What's funny is someone looked through their stuff, and they did a fan art commission where they traced shit.
What?
And she was like, I did that because I was, like, having trouble and in need of money. And it's like, oh, so it's okay then.
Yeah. See, every single time these people come up with these clown takes, it's almost always because they're trying to head off something else. Like, that's, you know, Corridor Digital. That's, you know, Shadiversity. That's that person. They come up with some freaking clownish thing to say, and it's literally just because it's like, well, you know, I had to, because otherwise I would have had to do this or something. And it's just like, so you're an idiot.
I think the only worst art takes are like AI ones.
Yeah.
I still like the person who was like, I need AI to, because otherwise I can't make my ideas, and they're like, one. One Punch Man. And I was like, Homestuck.
Yeah.
Boomer Comics.
Yeah.
They're all hideous. They make money.
Yeah, look at Dilbert.
Dilbert.
Like, at this point, I'm pretty sure Dilbert was AI made.
I feel like that.
He probably just has freaking... Not even Photoshop. I'm gonna say he just has MS Paint.
You know why
'Cause he's a
people
boomer.
found out about the Dilbert thing, though? Because no one was paying attention to Dilbert.
Hmm.
Elon Musk loves Dilbert.
Ah, of course he does.
That's why it got in the news and shit.
Well, you know, that's something like... Take a sit down and really think about, like, what you want to do in that.
And what's the most fun for you?
Right.
Especially if you're just doing this for fun.
You know, that's, like, for me, part of making myself sit down and do these streams on a regular basis, because, you know, regularity and doing it at the same time each time kind of thing helps with having people notice you. Because you got to be there for them to see you. And that, you know, that can be hard some days. Some days it is a bit of a struggle to sit down and do it.
I know, I worry about it every weekend. I'm still not used to streaming.
Mm-hmm. So, like, on the weekends, I'd sit down with her because, like, I have a little more tolerance just through practice.
Yeah, you make it a little easier.
I hope so. I try.
So I feel kind of bad sometimes to take a nap during yours.
Oh, I don't mind.
I'm sorry. I love you.
You've been at home working all day, just like I have.
Shush. Working in my undies.
Yeah, so you get to do work in comfy.
I was listening to a thing today. It was that bad writing advice guy.
Uh-huh.
Great dude if you ever want to do creative writing.
Yeah.
Go listen to all his videos, they're hilarious.
They are.
But he did one on self-care, and one of the things he mentions is like, I have a great job. I don't have to, you know, put on clothes to do my work, which means I never have to feel like I need to look somewhat presentable or even clean, because I never leave the house. It's like that doesn't lead to depression or anything.
Yeah. Feel a little called out there.
Yeah, this is why I try to, one, go for walks, and
Yeah.
two, work once a week.
Uh-huh. Because it gets
At
you out and about.
the very least. I would work more, but I have so much art to do these days, it's just not viable, honestly.
Yeah. Huh? Besides, you'd rather work doing the art.
I would, but I have to, like, make sure I'm, you know, like, leaving the house.
Yup.
Going outside, taking showers, taking care of myself.
Yup, for your own health and longevity.
Because when you're at home and only, like, you only have to worry about yourself, you know, the only person you need to impress is yourself, and you don't care.
Yeah.
You can very quickly fall into depression states like that. Where you haven't... And I don't mean I'm stinky. I'm not stinky.
She's not.
But you can get to the point where, like, you're not bathing enough, you're not going outside enough, you're not changing your clothes enough, you know, you're eating at weird times, you're staying up at weird times.
Yeah.
Like, fence I draw better at night. But
So-
it's good to, like, go outside.
It is.
Touch grass.
Touch grass. See the
Touch
sun.
grass. It's not just for people who need to. Touching grass is good. Touch all the grass.
Hey. You have about gaming with questions about it. Who's well, again, you know, what about gaming? Are you gonna do like gaming history or people's interactions with gaming? Like, what, you know? These are broad starting points, but what about gaming?
Yeah, especially per episode, you should probably like narrow your focus.
Yeah.
That's if you're doing it for fun or not, because you wanna have one goal.
Yeah, if you have a theme per episode, it kind of helps, you know, what are we going to cover in this episode? Because
And,
that'll
like, a
help
list of
direct your
talking
questions.
points.
Uh-huh.
Even if it's something you research, obviously research it. But if you're just gonna like discuss it, bring in news articles, bring in things you found about it that are interesting. Write down a list of talking points.
Yeah.
It'll be great. It'll keep everything much more like
Or
streamlined and organized, and people know what you're talking about.
Mm.
You'll stay on topic. Like when I start an art stream, I'm not just pulling up a blank canvas and being like, I'll work on like 5 different work in progresses. No, I usually have one thing I'm going to be working on, either requests or a piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a goal for that stream, and I try my best to finish it.
Hey. Yeah, if you do, like, you can, like, game news, that is a thing that you can cover. Like, especially because since there are so many different games and so many different types of games, like, that can have different topics as well. You know, like upcoming games or, like, you know, news about games about, like, something that has happened recently or things like that.
You can keep the new games to, like, that month. I saw a video today that was, like, games coming out March 2023, and I was like, wow, that's really specific.
Yeah.
And helpful.
There it is. I was like, I know there's part of here that hasn't been going yet. We're at 94%. Yay.
Insane in a membrane. Insane in a way.
Hey.
Do I want abs McKitty ears, or do I want the dog twink?
Probably
Pretty women
dog twink.
always.
Yeah, if you get somebody who's particularly into a certain type of game or, you know, a certain way of playing stuff, that could be a good idea. Like, you know, in particular, I'm very big on modded Minecraft. I'm very big on certain types of games, you know, and I'm also very big on the practical experience of a person playing the game, you know, from the point of view of, like, community and what changes can really help or hurt a game. Like, here just recently, a gentleman on YouTube posted up a video showing that of 125 to 150 games he played on Escape from Tarkov, there was a 65% cheating rate. And so what he did, he actually did specific stuff to show that the only way these people knew he was there was by cheating. So he turned on wall hacks and then looked around the map and spotted other players, and then he would do certain types of behaviors that most of us in, you know, first-person shooter and that kind of games recognize, and it's pretty ingrained to react to them certain ways. And so, like, one of the things he would do was he would look, spot somebody, and then do the wiggle, which, if y'all don't play first-person shooters and stuff like that, it's where you do a lean left, lean right, you do the little friendship wiggle, you know, you wiggle worm. And that's what most people do, and it's very immediately recognized. A lot of people do it all the time. And that's usually the haha friendship, or like hee hee I see you kind of thing. And so he would do that. And there'd be somebody, you know, across the map through buildings would see him and wiggle back. Well, obviously they cannot possibly see that person. So you know that they are also using wall hacks. And like I said, out of the, I believe it was 150 games he played of Tarkov, there was a 65% cheating rate. Which, you know, that is a small sample size, yes. But even in that small sample size of only 150 games, that's bad. That is terrible. And so that is, you know, that's just a death knell for most games. Because if you could just assume that a game that is all about that very hardcore, very abrasive kind of game where everything can be over in an instant and you're trying very hard to be the best or to use tactics or things like that, and you know that there's a 50-50 shot of somebody in there who is just gonna plunk you from across the map and you have no way of countering it, you're gonna stop playing the game. That's a miserable experience. The new player experience on that is gonna be atrocious because everybody's cheating, so the new people are gonna come in, get one shot, and stop playing. Because that's gonna suck. That will feel terrible. And skilled players, or people who would be skilled and sit in and play your game and keep the game going, they're not gonna touch that because it doesn't matter how much practice or work they put in. It doesn't matter what stuff they find. There's some cheating jerkwad who's just gonna, you know, immediately erase them. So why bother? And again, that's the death of your game. And you know, Tarkov has a very bad community problem, and so some of that is a product of that incredibly toxic community and the incredibly toxic developer who could care less and hates everybody that plays this game, which I don't quite understand why they're making the game if they hate everybody that much, but that's a separate thing. That has a really toxic community, and that has led to really toxic behaviors like rampant cheating. And, you know, so that takes a game that could be interesting and fun for a lot of people and ruins it. But that's the kind of stuff that, you know, is really interesting when that kind of news comes out, and is really devastating too. Or, you know, you can have really cool, interesting things that happen. So, it all depends. I like to watch just news in general because I'm a science person, so I'm a big nerd about science things. But I keep an eye on gaming stuff fairly regularly.
I like history and anthropology.
Yeah. Anthropology.
Yeah.
Chopping boards. That was over here.
Anthropology is fun and interesting.
It is. The radio. Still with the radio. What is left on the radio?
I always want to do a podcast on anime. Well, not a podcast, but like a series of videos, especially for like non-anime people.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just anime for like people who aren't
Anime for
geeks.
beginners.
Yeah.
Intro to anime, if you will.
Not even intro, just like things that you can watch without being a weeb. You know, things that are digestible to normal people.
True.
Like the Spy X Family and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because usually the only thing everyone tells people is like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
And maybe Cowboy Bebop. Like, yes, those are both really good, but there's more.
I think that'd be fun. Like, that would be good to research. Like, what kind of, you know, what anime has come out at different times and things like that, and what
where people can watch it.
Yeah, that's especially a big problem. Is like, how can you find this anime?
You know, ironically, Bocchi would probably be really good for newbies too. Because everyone can relate to the anxiety shit.
Yeah, yeah. There's one. There it is. Oh, I'll be helping. You know it. Yes. You muffined. All right. Eat the fat muffin, wife. All right, mission complete. Done a lot of cleaning as a merc. You're the real deal. I see you washed my sword too. All right, we done with the swell talk. Got more important things to do. Bye. Yeah, whatever, Cloud. Oh, dude. Hello, once again. I trust you've been able to take some time in the city since we last started. Sorry to pull you away from vacation. You have another job. Your just task demands a great deal more discretion. One of the professors from the laboratory escaped and made its way to the 60th floor. It was eventually captured in the energy exhibit, but it refused to go quietly, and the place is covered with a thick layer of biological ooze. While we entrusted the floor and walls to our security teams, I insisted that someone with a skill touch handled the exhibit itself. Alright, I'm gonna come out there with a pressure washer.
If you have any stuff to say about LGBTQ issues and stuff, people are always up to listen about that.
Yeah.
And why?
I'd have you in the Shinra building. I'm in the Shinra building now. I got my hose. Even though I made it. What to do with the company's still advancement in Mako harvesting? I'm really excited. I believe I finally understand why. Looks weird. Forced me to confess the fact that what the city has become is no longer what I hoped it would be. Wah. Are you upset, Spaghetti, that you have done the war crimes? Wah. Basic. A terrible darkness has settled over Midgar. Okay. Imoto. Absolutely. Like, you know, we are happy to sit here and talk to and bounce ideas off of and stuff. We listen. Like I said, you know, that's just one of those things that from a practical standpoint and from an experience standpoint, like, those are some of the things that you really need to address, because like if you just stumble into it all willy-nilly, you're not gonna have a good time. So having at least a little bit of that really does help you a lot, and it makes things a lot easier on you. There's goo all over the place. The goo knows. Alright, we do our little spiral around the outside. Around the outside. Around the outside. Wait a minute. Oh.
I only listen to scripted podcasts.
She do. She likes her medical podcasts and weird history ones. I think too with games, since there's so much, so often coming out, it's really
Very
hard.
saturated market.
Yeah, it's really hard to catch like what's going on and, you know, what's coming out. Like, I only knew about this because it's really up my alley and I really like Power Wash, but like, you know, just today I was reading about random stuff and found out there's actually going to be the Deep Rock Galactic folks are putting out a Vampire Survivor style little mini game.
Oh, fun.
Sometime a little later this year, actually. Since Deep Rock Galactic has been largely successful for them, they used some of the money to be able to fund a side project and have a second company work on making a mobile game for them. It might be mobile, it may be on a computer, but either way, it's going to be that Vampire Survivors style game. Which, you know, heck yeah, Vampire Survival, that's, you know, that's $3 for days of entertainment, easily, for a little indie game. So if they're going for that kind of vibe, heck yeah, I love Deep Rock Galactic, and I love that kind of vibe. That, you know, same deal, Brotato. That's like a $5 game for, you know, again, days of content and fun. So heck yeah, do it. Divided into 8 sectors, each powered by its own Mako reactor. In the very center stands the Shinra building. Like, even this game is $25. So, you know, it's like a Midland tier game, cost-wise. So fun, so enjoyable. It very much nails what it's going for, which is that soothing, I got a task done kind of game. So this is absolutely worth the time and the money, as opposed to a $70 game that looks like butt, doesn't run right at the start, and is derivative of every other game that's like it. Calypso Protocol.
I like to go about and I browse Alpha Beta Gamer and a lot of like stuff on Itch.io and stuff like that. So I'm really big into weird indie games. That's what I'd like to hear about.
Yeah. Little small games, and especially cozy games, and like,
yeah, they're very difficult to find. Like the small games, like there might be like a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
But everyone talks about the big games, so I like those.
You know, like, I honestly, Core Keeper has been a really fun game. It was really worth the time, and they have been sitting there putting out new content because, you know, they put theirs out early access, and they've been working on it. They've made the multiplayer much better and much more stable. They've added new content. They've been consistently working on it. Skull the Hero Slayer, super great side-scrolly action roguelike game. They put that game out, and it was definitely, you could see the potential, and you could see that it was going to be good, and it played very well. So they had their core beats down, but it needed polish. Like, legit, when it came out, a bunch of the skills were still in Chinese. So, like, it was rough. We'll just say it launched rough. But you could see the promise there. And they have spent the year since they've come out continuously putting out new content, new updates, new skulls to get. They just last month, actually, added a brand new game mode in it, in the Dark Courts mode. And so, like, now, for the same cost as when it first came out, 100%. I would absolutely recommend it to anybody. If you like roguelike games, if you like side-scrolling action games, fantastic. Does it get a lot of attention? No, because it's, you know, a little $20 game and it's on Steam.
I don't know. It had like a thing with Dead Cells.
It did.
It's pretty well known.
Which Dead Cells really is. I think Dead Cells got a lot of its acknowledgement just because of the fact that it was a bigger publisher. But, like, yeah, once again, a lot of indie companies all either know each other or work together.
Well, one thing about, like, little tiny indie games off, like, Itch.io and stuff like that, if you're doing, like, interviews and stuff, you could probably get one with some of them if you find one you like.
Yeah.
I know there's some people I'd love to talk to.
I know some of those people would be very happy to talk about their little game that they put out.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, somebody noticed it. Like, because a lot of those games, you know, even the ones that do get noticed and do get played, like, a lot of them were just kind of labors of love, or were just made as, like, a small little thing to really test out their idea. You know, Vampire Survivor, that's why it was a little $3 game, because they had an idea, and they kind of had it down, but they wanted to, you know, let it out in the wild and see what happens. And people friggin' loved it.
And then if they get big, you've got an early interview.
Yeah. But it's just like, it's just nice to be able to shine that light on some of these smaller things.
There's a lot of people like me who browse that kind of stuff all the time because I rather have an interesting, not all that greatly made indie game than a boring, really well made full AAA game.
Yeah. You know, an experience can be way more valuable than the craftsmanship put into it. And, like, you know, there's another brand new AAA blah 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 game. It's like Stars Above, I think it's called. Might be Scars Above, but either way, it's trying to be a Souls-like, a sci-fi Souls-like, and it's the most boring, soulless game I've seen in a long time. It looks like it's a, you know, quote unquote $70 game. It looks so boring. But then I'll see, like, you know, one of her little weird ass demos that she plays.
Oh, I got one today called like Human, where it's like humanity. It's what are those little guys that walk? Lemmings.
Oh yeah, the people. Lemmings one.
Yeah, I downloaded that today.
Fantastic. Tell
You're
me how
a
that
dog.
is. Tell me how that is, because, like, I actually saw little rumblings about that. That sounds hilarious.
It's very simple right now, but it has a lot more potential than I expected. Because
well,
it was just like we're like a little experience thing, but no, there's like levels and there's fan-made packs and stuff like that. Like it might blow up.
Yeah, well, because again, you know, Lemmings is fun.
Lemmings is fun.
Lemmings is an interesting little thing, and doing a modernized Lemmings sounds like a good time. Yeah. So that's the thing, like, I have spent way more time playing Atomic Crops than I have playing Call of Duty. I have spent way more time in Warframe, which, that's a free game. It looks fantastic. It plays really well.
I want to say something about indie games.
Yeah.
An indie game that speaks to you personally will always be better than a AAA game that speaks to everyone vaguely.
Mm-hmm.
There. Quote Melody. It's a haiku. I don't know math.
Okay, dearly. I love you every day. So this is time. Wherever there's progress, there's setbacks. Yeah, the whole draining out the core of the planet does sound like something that would be a little bit of a setback. Also, the bioweapons that you guys are developing, that's probably also a bit of a setback. Herp. Well, yeah, they got it all gooed up, didn't they? Hey. Yeah, I would just, like I said, especially right now, we have been consistently getting just terrible, big name, quote unquote, games. Just AAA bonfires with no real direction or intent behind them, just hee hee hoo hee, budget go burr. And even that, as much as No Man's Sky deserves its praise for being the game that eventually became a game, it is also the biggest reason why so many of these companies are going, well, we'll just put it out now and we'll fix it later. No Man's Sky did it, and everybody loves No Man's Sky, and it's like, yeah, because No Man's Sky put in a lot of work to make themselves into a game that people enjoy. No one's going to care if you put work into Calypso Protocol. It's still going to be Calypso Protocol. There is nothing that you can do that's going to save that, other than make it not Calypso Protocol. No Man's Sky had that framework. It had at least the basis that you could put some meat on. But
a bite of my muffin.
I was gonna fit the whole thing in my mouth for a second.
I mean, if you want to.
No, I'm good.
I was eating the Nakey one, but it does have some chips down at the bottom. Do one of them mukbang channels. Yeah, those are nasty.
Yeah, I'm good. And even that can be something talked about. Is why has this not hit? Why has this flopped so hard with some people? Well, it's worse than that. So, Calypso was, hey, no one's making Dead Space, so we're gonna make Dead Space with blackjack and hookers. Because you see, the reason why Dead Space 3 sucked was it was because of them. And yes, them being EA, they were a big source of the suck because they wanted to microtransaction and really do stuff that altered the fundamentals of Dead Space. That's why Dead Space 3 was co-op, to get more people to buy it. That's why Dead Space 3 had freaking microtransactions, to get infinite money. And so a lot of the choices were made in service to changing those fundamentals of Dead Space, and then they didn't have a Dead Space game, and no one liked it. But it takes two to tango. Yeah.
And so, you know, while it's true, EA was a big source of the problem, we see from Calypso Protocol that so was that guy. Because, you know, that the whole big thing was supposed to be like, brought to you by some of the people from Dead Space, and we will do it real good. Yeah, 1 and 2 were great. And legitimately, 1 was a fine game, and it had some flaws, but it was okay. And it was a good horror game. It got the atmosphere and that kind of stuff really nailed. 2 was everything good about that game, but distilled, polished, and really nailed down. So I think if you want a Dead Space game, you play 2. You don't even need to bother with 1, just go play Dead Space 2. Because it'll fill you in anyways. But like, what was there in 3? Nothing. Because 3 was made to be a co-op cover shooter with microtransactions, and it took everything else out of it. And it showed. You know, the goal was to make a cover co-op shooter with microtransactions. That whole time frame, every game was trying to pivot to being a co-op cover shooter. With microtransactions for a lot of them. Like, everybody was trying to do that. That nearly killed several game series. That nearly killed Resident Evil. That definitely killed Dead Space. Like, that's what was happening, was everybody wanted to pivot to that because Gears of War. And Gears of War did good. We do good.
Silent Hill managed to get it without any content.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they tried to do a friggin' brown cover shooter co-op Silent Hill? I'm surprised they didn't. Konami is a coward. Konami is Konami, and Konami is the worst. I'm surprised they didn't.
See, you talk about Silent Hill and Resident Evil like they're in the same camp. Silent Hill and Resident Evil are not in the same camp. Resident Evil gets shit. Silent Hill doesn't even get the crappy shit.
Like, legit, I think the only reason that Konami didn't try to pivot to making it a cover shooter co-op game like freaking Resident Evil was because Konami would have had to spend money.
Yeah.
And they don't do that. Okay, dear. Do you need hand? Do I need to help you clean up, sweetie?
I got it. It's just some water.
Oh, okay. Ugh, I did that this morning. Forget what I was doing. Oh, I went to like grab one of the bowls out of the drying rack and proceeded to just slosh a bunch of water into myself. I was like, I have only myself to blame for this. But you know, when they do that kind of changes like that, like, woo. But like, when they do that kind of changes, they lose the fundamental, like, draw of the game.
After the metal incident. I have a tiny red dot on my foot. For how much it bled, it was crazy, like, you're non-sequential or whatever.
Inconsequential?
Yeah.
There you
Word.
go.
Word!
Yeah. No, thankfully, she was quite fine. It was just comedic more than
Surprisingly
anything.
Bloody.
For a brief shining moment, you channeled a B horror movie or something.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? You were so nonchalant, and I just assumed it was a stupid cockleburn or something, and then I look over and
I
you're...
don't know, when I listen back to it, I sound kind of curt. And
No.
I feel bad.
Like I said, I'm just like, she probably just stepped on one of those little burrs or something. That's annoying, but it's fine. And then I look over and it's like, oh, nope.
I've been like, because I sew and I needle felt and I cross stitch and all this other shit with needles, and I've stabbed myself plenty of times, and they've never been like that bloody. Then again, I've never stabbed myself specifically in the foot.
Eh.
It was like my middle toe too. What a weird thing to happen. Wasn't even the big one.
Yeah.
It's just like that part of the toe where it's just like loose fat. Doesn't even do anything. There's no muscle in there or anything.
It's like, well, guess I'll perish.
Man, this guy went to Nintendo World. I don't want to go.
Jealous.
I don't know if I want to go to the one in America though. It seems like a shittier version.
Yeah, it's objectively. As with most things.
They gotta do something about that because you can directly compare now.
Yeah, well, you know, because it's Japan and nothing exists outside of Japan, so who cares? Like, that is a big problem with like,
Japan
a lot of
gives a
stuff.
lot of effort into a lot of things they do. They're very big on presentation.
Yeah, well, then present the freaking, you know, do the collector's editions for everywhere, not just for Japan. Like, the Pokemon ones are, like...
It's not fucking Americans' fault that they make shittier cakes and crap to save money.
Like, man... Like, some of these things, the difference between, like, the pre-orders or the collector's editions in Japan versus America is so comical as to almost appear on purpose.
Oh man, I think I'll pull up fucking Genshin and I'll do a plot. You know, I'll play a little bit now. There's been an update. Wait
No,
till
you
this
won't.
time of night. Fast forward the fucking time thing. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. There's a bunch of cutscenes you can't skip. God damn it!
It's like, why don't you just integrate this into the game if it's not important anyways?
Wait until this time. Not in real life, in the game. Go to the clock in your submenu and fast forward time to this time.
If it's so
Why?
if it's so unimportant, just do it by default.
Oh my god, it's so annoying.
I hate that crap.
It'd be one thing if it was like in-game time, like, you know, like I had to wait till a certain time.
Hmm.
Like they renew things like the next day and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
that I don't mind as much. But like this is literally having to go into the sub-menu and being like, hey, turn this dial and watch the sky go twice as fast for a minute.
Yeah, it's like
It's so stupid. It's like waiting in Fallout.
yeah, it's
But
just
worse.
it's pointless.
And it's like every other damn quest. And sometimes multiple times during one quest. It's like, why? Why? Just put me in the spot and be like,
Do you want to make this the
fast-forward
appropriate time?
Yeah. They do that in other things. I
Yeah.
hate that so fucking much.
It is, because it just doesn't value your time.
It doesn't, like, and it doesn't get them any money.
Yeah,
It just makes me more frustrated when I leave. I don't pay them anything for it. There's no in-game purchase that negates this. I
yeah.
fucking hate it.
It's just, like I said, doesn't value your time. So it wastes it.
It's not even like, you know, it makes me feel like in the game world or anything. No.
Yeah, immersive.
Immersive. I am bad with vocabulary tonight.
Oh, I am all the time. I'm on a different shift, so my brain is on a different shift. I can usually catch words, but then like sometimes I'm like, oh, I've forgotten soup.
So now you just hear me click it.
Yeah. Because again, it's a waste of your time, and it's going to be, you know, 4 menus deep.
Well, this is me going through dialogue because it won't let me skip.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you can do, and even if you like press like A to skip the text, it still has to go through its little animations before it will let you skip the text.
Right.
So if they have a bunch of expressive little animations, or God forbid the camera needs to move, you're gonna wait through most of that dialogue.
Yeah, they have. Is it Tokyo that has the little like AR billboards and stuff like that, where it looks like the things come out?
Oh, that one that's like this corner of the building?
Yeah, like the hologram
I believe
one.
that might be in Tokyo, or it could be in Shibuya.
Yeah. I mean, I can do a bunch of different voices, but you know, in general, I have just like my usual speaking voice. which with my speaking voice, I've had to work a lot to not have a southern drawl because I'm from Texas.
I like your son.
But when I'm tired or it's been a long time, I'll use the drawl anyways. And, you know, southern drawl, I have a couple other voices that I use fairly regularly here.
I just have goblin.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm an old woman. I can, you know, channel my inner Karen.
Your swamp hag.
You have your dad voice. You let me hear.
Well, that's because usually when I'm using the dad voice, it's because someone did something stupid and I need them to stop.
I might just quit this right off. If I'm not having fun, I see no reason to play.
Yeah. Like I said, it just...
Genshin is really pushing me to fucking leave.
I don't quite get things like that that don't value your time when... Like, I would understand from a business standpoint if they were doing it to then sell you the solution to the problem. They don't even sell you the solution to the problem. They're just doing it because they're lazy. Like, that's just such a shit design.
Also, they do a lot of that. Talk to someone, go to a location, talk to someone, go to another location, talk to someone. Maybe there's a fight. Talk to someone, go to another location. The only thing I really like about Genshin is exploring the overworld.
Mm-hmm.
It bugs the shit out of me. Your talking to me is keeping me from exploring the overworld! The only quest I liked was the one that had the little forest people. Nothing else matters.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, that's also forgetting that there are more than one type of player in a lot of games. And that's just like, oh yes, these are just the ones that want to read stuff. They want the story.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of people who simp for these, you know, wish level waifus and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of them. Give me a skip button.
It's like, oh man, I especially, because you told me about, like, you can set it to autoplay, like, to auto-scroll through the text, but if it hits a choice,
if it hits
stops.
a dialogue choice, which does not change anything.
Or even if it hits a dialogue choice, like, it hits a dialogue, like, press A to select this dialogue, but there's only one dialogue.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. So why stop?
Even do that?
Why stop there? Who cares? That just, again, doesn't value the player's time. And that, like... I mean, even, like, right now, I'm playing this because I'm playing this for funsies. I could probably be, like, efficient and be like, haha, maximize my doing this by doing that. Nah. I don't care. I'm here to have fun, and this is a chill game that I'm having fun with. But, like, if I had to, I don't know, had to actually move a hose around while I'm doing this game, I would probably not be playing this game. Because that's that kind of, like, these people understood, value the player's time, and while it would add to the realism having to move the hose around and, like, go to connection points to hook it up and stuff like that, no one cares. That's a waste of everyone's time. Don't do that. And so they didn't. That's just good game design.
Oh.
What? Are you playing the humanity game?
Yep, like a burger Genshin. Fuck you, Genshin.
Hey.
Don't even care. There's people falling to the depths.
Oh, well, they're fine.
I'm trying to set shit up so I can get the gold one.
Hey. Can you pause the game and do the setup?
I know, but it doesn't really, like, it doesn't matter.
Ah.
There's endless humanity.
Well,
Don't you get it?
that's a message, I guess. You're all expendable. Welcome to capitalism. But what about child slavery? Oh man, I was looking at this one thing. And it was like, this year there are 600 companies under investigation for using child labor.
Yes.
It was like, holy cow. I was like, well, we're not going to pay people, so I guess we'll just try and, violate federal law rather than pay our employees.
Yep.
Like, wowzers. Holy cow. Eee, Spragober. We're at 77%. That's good. Ding. Yay, another ding. Since this is supposed to be a model of the whole Midgar area, that implies that, like, each part on the rings has these, like, titanic spotlights on it. What purpose does that serve?
Entertainment.
I mean, yeah, it would be pretty funny, but, like, these are city-sized, like, skyscraper-sized lights that just point outward from the city like it's friggin' Attack on Titan. Did you hear that? It sounded like an explosion. I didn't hear nothing. I got a power wash going. I'm getting clean. I'm sure it's supposed to be them destroying the Mako reactor, blaming it on Avalanche, and dropping a part of the city down, killing everyone underneath. In a horrific giant war crime. I mean, no, that would never happen. Shinra's a great company. Perfectly fine.
There's no war in Boston, so
Hey.
this dog was a little slippery.
Right. Yeah, well. Control polish is hard. Understandable.
Okay.
Did you fall off of something? Hey.
Okay, that should work.
Are you sure?
I guess we'll see.
How many die?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I just need to keep the gold ones alive.
Oh, so only the 1% really matter.
Yeah.
It's a little,
This seems to be like ascending to heaven. I'm not entirely sure. But that's what it feels like. They go to the light, literally.
Right.
So.
Obviously, it's aliens abducting them. Like cows.
Yes.
Moo, moo, moo. That would actually be pretty funny. Like a cow abduction simulator, and like the farmers and stuff are progressively trying harder to prevent you from stealing all their things, so it becomes like a Tom and Jerry mouse game kind of thing.
It's cool that we can render this many people, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I imagine there's not really a lot of complications to their rendering.
They are very simple.
Yeah. There we go. Nice update.
Yeah.
You did it.
Nope, not yet. They're still going, but I got the 2 gold guys.
Woo!
They're giants.
Oh, Michelangelo, I'm giant.
Yeah. Because you're leading them to the light.
Zombie says destroy all humans.
I mean, I could just let them walk off the edge of the map forever if you want.
No, I think he was talking about like the cow abduction simulator kind of game. I never actually played Destroy All Humans.
It's on I think the remakes are on Steam now.
Never, it didn't appeal to me, to be honest, because it was kind of childish.
Yeah, it was during that period.
Yeah, it was. Like, everybody thinks it's bad now with, Pickle Rick and all that kind of stuff.
I can jump into human bodies.
That's concerning. But, like, we had a big period of everything was like he fart joke games.
Yeah.
Like, we've been through this before, and it'll probably happen again. Of course, the big thing now is everybody's like, oh, we want to make this a dark reimagining. Like, we're doing that again.
I don't know, wholesome shit's pretty big right now.
Yeah, because everybody keeps making dark, gritty reimaginings. People are bored of that because it's boring. It's literally just boring.
I don't know what AAA games are doing, and I don't care, so.
Well, they're not. That's half the problem. What are they doing? Calypso Protocol. Why is this not deep? Sir, you. Oh, there's the source of our nundings. Haha, ding.
Acquire command. I can now make the bitches jump.
Yeah. Have a good one. Enjoy your sleep. I'm at a 3-hour mark. I think I'm going to finish this mission up, and that will be it for the night. I'm at 89%, so yeah, this won't be too much longer.
I think I make them jump here. They have to jump off the big old diving board.
Oh no.
Alright, humans.
Good luck.
Time to listen to me.
Hypno dog.
I think I'm God.
Yes, dog.
Whee! Oh no!
Well,
No!
that sounds like they all just jumped off into their doom.
No, they will though. Ha! Got it just in time. I was gonna lose the golem.
What?
There's another jump command I needed to give.
What?
Yeah.
I am the giant of the pressure washer. Fear me as I clean your town. Yodeling. Ding. Hey. Okay. We're working pretty good. Let's see. I think we've done a lot of. There we go. Let's finish up doing these guys. We kind of neglected some of these areas, so we'll just come around and do our touch up, and that'll get us more of our percentage.
Thank you, God.
Come on.
Those are a lot of bushes.
Eh.
Long jump.
Long jump.
Okay.
Good luck, humans.
That seems like a thing. Yep.
Get a running start, losers. There we go. There's outskirts too. Let's keep going. We're at 91%.
Let's keep going, dude.
Gobble away.
I gotta avoid getting the gold guys so I figure out what these buttons do.
Push button, receive bacon.
Whoa. Sorry.
I love when you goblin laugh. I know you are up
I
to
accidentally
mischief.
set a long jump at a stupid spot and they're all just jumping into the abyss.
Yeah, well, as you do.
Oh no, no, don't do that. Damn it. I started over.
Too late.
I should start it the other way.
Too late, hot plate.
I get it. I just gotta learn from my mistakes.
Yup. Alright, let's get Shinra Tower clean. Which just looks like the source of evil in this city. But with being perched on here like a giant freaking plague tumor. Jay, you think they got a message? Is there a message here in the Shinra Tower? There might be a message here. There's something about corporate greed. It's a little on the nose, don't you think?
We go humans! I assume they're human.
Did you assume they're species?
Well, it says humanity, so yeah.
Oh,
I could actually save more people by just making them go back and forth till they stop.
Alright. I don't think that works. I think that leads to
No,
depression.
like I could just make them go like woo woo woo, and they'd all be caught in the same spot. I should try that. Let me see.
Until you get figured out what you want them to do?
Yeah. Oh, they start. We're on a tiny platform. They just bundle up till they can't fit no more. And then they just die.
Oh, well, they're fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's always fine.
Wee, go human.
Tee. A kind and mostly benevolent god. Sometimes prone to mischief. But you know how that is.
Alright.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
I thought you were saying my wife.
No, you is my wifey. Everybody wants to smooch the wifey.
Everybody wants to smooch the wifey.
So many things.
Alright, that should do it. Maybe? Let's see, I guess.
Good luck. Don't perish. I'm on top of the Shinra Tower, hosing stuff down. Which I'm sure is a metaphor for being the boss and peeing off the top of your tower.
Oh no! Oh, you gotta keep them going.
What?
Huh, okay. So I gotta make a loop.
Well,
I know. Alright, I should make it.
too late, they've been perished.
That means those humans will never get to heaven.
Oh well.
Yeah, well. More have fallen off the edge of the earth anyway.
Getting all up in their grill. And there is a ridiculous amount of angles and places to get into. And this is taking, like, doing this kind of freaking complicated small ass Weeblit stuff is probably going to take as much time as doing some of the big areas all by themselves. I'm literally hunting for what layer is this on kind of stuff. Hmm. 99, we're getting there.
This girl just referred to one of the love interests as a vanilla envelope.
In Genshin or in an anime? Because both would work. Squeeblets everywhere, everywhere. Out of care, cleaning all the Squeeblets off. I'm doing lots of good. Soon I will finish here, then I will go my wife. Lots of smoochies every day. I know I got to do
I
it.
would watch a horror movie called War on Christmas.
I mean, there's what is it? Silent Night.
Yeah, there's a bunch like that, but none of them are called War on Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's got like Christmas zombies or something.
Hey. Alien invasion.
Yes! And they disguise themselves as Christmas shit. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Alright. Well, that's... It's time to get the last of this done and call it a day. Alright. What are those? That's kind of what I figured, is I needed to come at a different angle, and I was right. So here we go. We're just gonna go around the circle, get everything knocked out, and that'll be...
Oh, what about a romantic comedy Christmas movie where they both hate Christmas and they just get away from all the shit together instead of finding the true meaning of Christmas together?
It's like a horror thing, they're trying to escape from all the Christmas crap.
Oh, it wouldn't even need to be that, just like a normal rom-com, and they're all both fucking sick of it, and they find out the true meaning of Christmas is getting the fuck away from all that shit.
Yep, Scrooge it up.
Yeah! Oh, I call it like Scrooge.
Yeah. Oh, this is just the ding simulator now. Give me the ding, boys, and free my soul.
Paul, you know this guy's an artist because he's covered in paint literally all the time, including on his fucking forehead.
So he's a bad artist.
What's weird is he seems to be a photographer.
Yeah, it's
Then
okay.
again, if I can lift up my skirt, woo! I have paint on my thigh.
She do.
But I don't walk around in public with it out. Like a weirdo.
Base floor intersection. There it is. And indeed, there it is. Got it. Yay! Hey, look, Dave.
Whoa. What is that?
It's a giant diorama of the entire city.
Oh, nifty. You cleaned the city.
Yep.
You're Batman.
I'm Batman.
That video of that kid go spelling out Nutella.
Hey.
He knows all the letters. He's like, what does that say? Peanut butter!
Hey. Utilize the pencil. This follows clean respect to life. Conversely, perhaps should reduce to ask himself where the fault in this lies.
Give me, this is your problem. Instead, let me congratulate you on another job well done. It's always a pleasure working on you.
Bruh. Oh, that looks cool. Well, we're going to save that for next stream because it is that time of night and I'm going to head out. So thank y'all for coming and I'll see y'all next time.